Oh yeah. Let that sink in. That's some goddamn Battletoads right there. I love it. I'm gonna start incorporating more of this shit in the podcast because I like it. Hello guys, how you doing? Today I'm gonna talk to you guys before the whole holiday hits, today for Thanksgiving. And right now, you're technically listening to Battletoads intro. But you're also listening to another Castle podcast where we don't have your princess, but we have your podcast. Thank you for clicking on this episode, downloading, subscribing, whatever you did to listen to my stupid voice. I love you for doing it, and I thank you so much. I'm going to talk about free games coming out for Xbox, free games coming out for PlayStation. I actually got to play xCloud. I played it today. I can play it anytime. I got access to it. So I'm super excited. Talk about Black Friday deals, some stuff going on with the news, with games and whatnot. Let's get right into it, guys. All right. Enough of that music. I know it's like 48 seconds. It's kind of long, but I mean it's kind of catchy. I mean I gave you Battletoads behind my voice at the beginning, so you can't be too mad at me. Anyways, hello. This is officially my voice starting into the episode where I talk about the things I would like to talk to you about. So that's what we'll do right now. Hey, you're probably gonna listen to this on Thanksgiving. I'm recording the day before Thanksgiving. So anyone traveling, I actually, like I've told you guys before, I actually do work in live television. And, our big story was Thanksgiving and blah, 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 blah. Some good tips I want to pass along, though, is some travel tips. Because tomorrow, I think that they say the busiest travel hours is going to be between 3 and probably about 6 or 7 p.m. So be careful if you're traveling about that. I know there's a bunch of storms going on, blizzards and whatnot. I mean, not really blizzards, but tons of snow being dropped in the Midwest up there and all that kind of fun shit. I am in Ohio, that's all I'll tell you. But we're doing pretty good here. I'm traveling to Indiana tomorrow. Not too much of a trek. I'm actually going to try to record a podcast with my brother. I try to do it on the app. And, my stupid ass had a couple drinks, got stupid. We just kind of rambled and rambled. There goes a motorcycle. I'm going to be in town anyway. Figure I'd talk with them. I've got several brothers and a couple sisters and stuff and whatnot. But it'd be fun, We talked about Star Wars, The Jedi Fallen Order. I've had two of my brothers play it. I know one's completed it. I'm going to talk with them because I did start it. I got to have fun with that kind of stuff or whatever. But, no, I guess what I'll start off with is, let's do xCloud. Here we go. Hey, there's more music from Battletoads. Okay, I know those are two favorite little beats I like from that. So the rest of this episode, it will be Ninja Turtles from the NES game, or the NES system. Ninja Turtles. Like the most impossible game, one of the most impossible games ever. It's insane. But I was a dumb kid, and I played the first level or two a billion times and thought it was the greatest game ever. Because anything Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is great. I mean, I still, to this day, today, right now, I mean, not this exact second, but I have a green, it looks like an Adidas jacket, but it's actually Ninja Turtles. and I get a ton of compliments on it, and I will keep wearing it. Um, Anyways, Project xCloud. I finally I've had the game streaming app on my phone, and I kind of forgot about it, and then I remembered it because XO19 happened, and I watched it. Um, and they were talking about xCloud, how it's going to be like free included with this your Xbox Live Gold, which I cannot remember, and I apologize. I don't remember if it's with your Gold or with Game Pass Ultimate, which has Gold included. It's one of those. Pretty much, if you have that service, you're just going to have xCloud included, which is great because I've been hearing a lot of input problems with Google Stadia for the people that actually got it started. I've heard some people say that Destiny 2 runs pretty well on Google Stadia, but when they tried to play, it was some kind of fighting game I saw hands-on, it was just a no-go. So I kind of knew that would happen. Now the game streaming app can be downloaded, and you can actually stream from your system for free, just like you can on PlayStation with Remote Play. So you can play on your phone and all that kind of fun stuff, which is cool. And I have pretty fast internet down here. I have gigabyte internet. My uploads is in the hundreds, so I'm not too worried about it. I think the minimum was like upload 9 megabytes or something to stream from your system and have virtually, literally no input lag whatsoever. But it was kind of strange because I just clicked on the app and was like, oh yeah, I can stream from my system. That's still pretty cool. Go to the bathroom, connect my controller to it, and just continue my game wherever I'm at. And I played Halo 5 on it, no problem. Had no problem on it. Now, would not stream Skate 3, which is technically a 360 game via backwards compatibility, so I'm not sure what the limitations are going to be on that going forward with xCloud, but that kind of sucked because I want a portable version of Skate 3 so fucking bad. But then it just was kind of weird. It was almost like I set off a homing beacon to Microsoft because literally the next morning I got my email and I had applied, it seems like a month or so ago or more, to be accepted to Project xCloud, and they were like, hey, you're in. You can do all the things with the stuff that we have. The stuff is now yours to do stuff with. So I did stuff with their stuff, all up in their junk, and I signed up, did it, and played on my home internet. I of course went back to Halo 5 because I was on there. Now I didn't have access to my entire gaming library. They say that's coming, and they also say there's not gonna anytime soon be like a hard release for it, like boom, it's out, full version. The name xCloud might stay. I don't know if the project's part of it is gonna stay. I'm totally fine with xCloud, but right now it's still Project xCloud. And they say since it's an ongoing deal, and this is kind of like a massive beta, which they're starting to accept more and more and more people into. I don't think it's going to have a hard release like Google Stadia. I think that also helps them because technically it's out, but it's just not. You got to wait a little bit to get it sometimes, which is kind of nice. It's free, which also you can't bitch about. I mean, shit. You don't have to pay subscription service. I know there's going to be a free Stadia version, but for right now it's subscription service, and the early founders pack people that pay like $130. But you still have to buy the full game. Now, when I played it, it pretty much had, I think it had probably 30-ish games on there, and it seemed like it was like a greatest hits of what's on Game Pass. Your Halos, even had Madden 20 on there, so I was like, oh, okay. It has a wide range of games to try out and everything like that. I then traveled to Indiana to see some siblings and everything, and I had one of my younger brothers play it on the internet, and he virtually had no input lag whatsoever. And when I say virtually, I mean there's absolutely no way conceivable. I mean, you have input lag running on an Xbox or your PlayStation or your Switch, because depending on your TV, what your refresh rate on your television is, all that kind of stuff, everything can have input lag, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves. This is playable. This is more than playable. I didn't notice anything. There was a weird cognitive dissonance when I was shooting, where like I would forget I wasn't streaming from my Xbox, and then when I would remember, I'd be like, oh yeah, and then I don't know, it wasn't anything to get used to, but I did have there were a little couple hiccups where it was like if you had regular lag when you're playing on a system. So for being the first time I played it and it's out in the open and I'm not at an event or anything, I'm just playing off my home internet on my phone. Which by the way, it doesn't matter what phone you have. Your phone reacts virtually as just a screen, like your television. Your television's not running the game; it's just displaying it. That's what your phone's doing. So don't be discouraged. Now I'm pretty sure, as of this recording, it's only on Android. Coming soon to Apple, but for right now, it's just Android users. But if you are on there, go ahead and search for Project xCloud. It might just be under game streaming if you search on the Google Play Store, and go ahead and at least download it. It's free to download and get your stuff signed up or whatever, and then it'll notify you when you're available to do that. But you can at least remote play with it, which is really cool, and that works really really well. But I played it there, and he played it, and when he first got on, he was just like, no way. And he asked me if it was playing off my Xbox in Ohio, and I said no, it's not playing off anything. It's playing off Microsoft servers via the internet. Your download and upload speed are prevalent here. It does matter, but it does matter on Google Stadia as well, which is cool because Google Stadia and Google makes Android, and xCloud's only on Android right now, so I like that they're both accepting healthy competition from each other. It's just Google Stadia came out of the gate with kind of a pricey option, and even going forward, the free version's kind of pricey. It'd be nice if they could bundle something, which they're not going to do because there's xCloud. So why bundle it with another system and say you get the Stadia version for free, which they still could. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not totally sold on Google Stadia, even though I'm a big Google fan. I like Google. I got my Google Home. I got my Android phone. I got my stuff. Even my internet here in the town I live in, and since in Ohio, I gotta say where, could be Cleveland. No, it's definitely not Cleveland. I'm not gonna live in Cleveland, but I have oh crap, was it Bell or something? Whatever the Bell thing is here. But it uses Google Wi-Fi. So I even have Google Wi-Fi for my systems here. But I probably just gave away where I live. I don't care. It's a big city. Kinda, not really. But yeah, so I have all my stuff or whatever, so that's kind of nice. That'd be cool if I got an advantage for having Google Wi-Fi, with Stadia, but I doubt it. But it'd also be nice if the dongle would wire in instead of, because it's Wi-Fi to your controller or Bluetooth to your controller, however the Stadia controller connects. I'm hoping it's Bluetooth, and then it connects via Wi-Fi to your router. It'd be nice if I could wire that in. I'm always a wired in type of guy, even though they said with this Google Wi-Fi, it's just the Wi-Fi is just as fast as wired. And I was like, I just leave an extra Ethernet cable here, and I'll plug in my box, and I'll be happy with that. But no, it does have a separate guide from your regular Xbox guide, which I didn't care. It's a cool little. It's a different guide because it's limited on their stuff, whatever. But you still have full access to your friends list. You can still do party chat. You can do all your stuff on there. My brother hopped in on his box and sent me a party invite, and we chatted. We did have trouble a little bit with the voice stuff picking up, but I'm sure that's only going to get better. Not actually hearing each other, but something to do with, I think it was my phone. I wasn't picking up my phone, but I could have not given it microphone access. It could have been something like that. But so far, so good. I'm really excited about that. I've not had a chance to actually play Stadia, but like I said, I do have hands on xCloud. So far, it's won me over. Simply because it doesn't have to win me over. Stadia has to win me over because it's replacing my current system. xCloud is included free with my Xbox Live, and it has my game library already on there. I don't have to rebuy the games. So it's almost like I'm getting a portable digital version for it for free, which is phenomenal because, 5G is going up more and more. I get it when I'm home in Indiana all over the place. And 5G is almost more than enough to be able to stream something like that. So your Xbox controller connects via Bluetooth to your phone. So I essentially have my portable system included for free. And with it working that well, I mean, it's going to make it to where I'm not even gonna mess with Google Stadia because I get essentially the exact same service included. Now I'm pretty sure you have to have the digital copy of the game to play it on xCloud, but I'm on all digital guy anyway. I switched over. It's just easier, and there's always so many deals. I rarely pay full $60 for my games anymore anyway, and they're digital, and I have a 2 terabyte hard drive on my deal, and Scarlet's going to be backwards compatible, so I'm guessing it's going to have USB 3 inputs on it where I can just plug in an external hard drive and just plug in my drive to that when I get one. Probably the same thing with PlayStation 5. I'm hoping. They've not hardcore announced all their backwards compatibility. I've heard PlayStation 4 is what they're going to be backwards compatible with, but this segment's about xCloud, and it's kind of its thing with Stadia, but it's great. I highly recommend if you have an Android-based phone and you're already on the Xbox ecosystem. I highly recommend at least signing up, and at least doing that. Just like you have your remote app for PlayStation, this is the same app that you use to stream from your system to your another device in your house, and it works really well. So far, so good. Let's listen to some Ninja Turtle music while we go to the next segment. Okay, all right. We have to figure out on this system how to fade. It fades sometimes and then it doesn't the others. So I'm probably just gonna have to hop on my computer. I know I can do it there, so I can just edit the music straight on my computer. But anyways, I'm just gonna talk to you about some new stuff. Some new stuff. No real. This is before Thanksgiving. You're listening to it on Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving, but this is just me. I want to get something new out. Been busy traveling a little bit, so I've had a chance to put an episode out since the 10th, and it's 27th, so I need to get something out. I'm going to try to do more, possibly shorter episodes, maybe even like 1 or 2 segments, like a little intro and then a little bit of music and then maybe 2 things or something, so I can, do stuff like that. Kind of treat it like a YouTube channel. I'm not sure. If you guys have if you're on any of the social media, let me know what you guys think about that, Maybe a 30-minute episode, maybe 25-minute episode, just have more episodes like, hey, I'm going to talk about this one thing, and, then maybe have some closing thoughts or something, or maybe add a couple things or something, do a couple episodes a week, I don't know. I want to get more out there, but I also don't want to waste your guys' time. Weekly seems like it's good in the podcast. It seems like more of a YouTube thing. Posting on one subject for like 10 minutes. Seems like more of a YouTube thing. I don't have my computer. I got so bogged down with stuff. I need to get a new computer if I'm going to edit any kind of video and show my face and do all my shit thumbnails. But let's go over some junk with you guys. I know this is probably like the last 2 weeks of news. I apologize. I'm stupid and whatever and blah, blah, blah. But I saw trending Game Freak line about character models in the new Pokemon Sword and Shield games. And it was just funny. It made me giggle because I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. There's been some kind of like fake outrage about that game because it's got good reviews. I'm gonna eventually get it. It feels like they fixed a lot of quality of life with that game, which I'm really, really happy about. But yeah, and then there were some people bitching about the shit that they don't have all 900 Pokemon in there, which I mean like. Really? I mean, it's just, I don't know. And then people bitched about the IGN review and all that kind of shit. Whatever. Okay. You go make a goddamn game. I mean, I know that's not the attitude to have because, it's art, it's whatever, but it's also held to, a different kind of standard because it can be bad in a way. There are bad video games, even though video games are art. So does that mean it's bad art? I don't know. I'll give that question to you guys. But that made me laugh. There's actually trending about Game Freak line. But like, they're not reusing models. These are all new models, all new 3D models. And then it was just like, yeah, we're going to look in your code. We're going to find your shit out. We're going to look in there. You know what I mean? What else did I have here? Blizzard. Yeah, they came out. I think it was BlizzCon. Yeah, they came out with BlizzCon, and they... First thing I talked about was, I think I mentioned it. I might have mentioned last episode where they kind of backtracked on some shit, and they came out and announced Diablo 4 and did their thing or whatever, which is great, whatever. But that whole backtracking on China thing was kind of weird. Not getting political, but there was the whole deal with China. I think it had to do with the NBA to start with, and then it kind of trickled down from there when a team owner posted he's supporting the Hong Kong protests, the protesters, and they just flipped their shit. And then there was a Hearthstone player that during this, it wasn't a stream, it was something being broadcast. Shit, I don't have shit for news on this. And yeah, he promoted his support for the people out there protesting, and Blizzard shit on him. And then they came out and apologized, but they didn't say that they were reversing anything. They said, we had a chance to do better and we failed, blah, blah, blah. No, that's something your conscience tells you in the beginning. Like, of course you can't support oppression and everything like that. Of course you would support the protesters, but at the same time, it's like, the fuck? They didn't even announce that they were like gonna put him back in. I mean, they may have since then. I haven't heard anything about it. But listen to that guy talk about how they had a chance to make him, do something right, and they made a mistake, and they did this. I mean, they fucking just pulled the rug out from beneath that fucking guy. They stripped him of a bunch of shit, banned him from stuff. I mean, like a bunch of shit. And it was just like, oh my god, this guy's out there promoting your shit like a motherfucker because, it's a whole help you, help me thing. He's promoting your game while also playing it and be the best in the world at it. Like, fuck, damn. Like, over something that has nothing to do with the game or the company, just because Blizzard had a lot of shit over there, you know what I mean? I think it might be like, damn, was it Blizzard? I think, like, China owns like 40% of the company somehow. So, who knows? I just thought it was weird that they didn't actually announce any backtracking. He just said they kind of apologized lightly. It was like a 3 or 4 minute little deal he came out there and did, and people kind of clapped, and then it just kind of moved on. I think they were just like, you better give us fucking Diablo 4. I swear to God, there's going to be pikes thrown in the air, this motherfucker. And I was kind of excited about the new game from Rare. That's also going to be Xbox exclusive because they own Rare. So there's a first-party exclusive that's going to be... And all the first-party exclusives are free on Game Pass, which is nice. It's called Everwild. It's really artsy looking. The trailer didn't really give too much about the game. Just kind of had some stuff about it, like just showing off the artwork and different stuff like that, but we didn't get too many details. But it's just nice, after Sea of Thieves, to see them going in after something else. And Sea of Thieves they built on. It's still not enough to get me back in fully. I might go back in because I just got an update today saying they threw some new shit in there, so I might check it out if I can get someone to go in there with me. But Gamertag Thriller Daddy. There's a space between Thriller and Daddy, by the way. But shoot me an ad. But yeah, I don't know. It's just exciting to see a new game from them. Hopefully, when more details pop out, we'll get on there. So that's pretty cool. And then Halo Reach. There's a big update for the Master Chief Collection, which is also free on Game Pass. Halo Reach is coming on December 3rd. I've already downloaded it, or let me download it. Well, let me play it, but it'll let me download it. What I'm more excited about is the fact that they finally, and I don't think they just did this, I think they did it a little bit ago, But I remember last year or something, I was trying to reintroduce the thing that made me fall in love with not only Halo, but it got me on board the OG Xbox. You know, because I'm not team anything. Gun to my head, I'll pick a system, but I like all systems for different reasons. But you know, I always had PlayStation, of course. Tried to have Nintendo, and then when I saw the OG Xbox, I was at a friend's house, and he had two of them networked from one bedroom to the other, and he didn't have a router because you know this is 2002, and but he had a like a network switch, and he had them wired through Ethernet, and it was just built in, and as me and two friends on one TV, and they in the other room, two friends on two TV, and it just worked. You know, I hadn't seen that kind of thing since actually having to do a LAN party with PCs, which is always a pain in the ass. Now you can just grab a system and a little 13-inch TV and go to friends and have like a full thing, which is essentially taking a computer somewhere. But the fact that he already had TVs, we just had to take our system and it just plug and play. Like, holy shit. Well, that game was Halo, and they put back on the Master Chief Collection, which they didn't have it at first, so they're not putting it back on there, but they put the LAN connections. So now, because I remember us hooking it up, and I was just like, well, we can play online, but why can't we just play system to system? You know, why can't we do like 4 people on one TV to like up to 4 systems for 16 players? And now you can. So I'm probably gonna try to do that. You know, this holiday season at least once, just to show them like how fun it is to. I mean, yeah, we could connect on Xbox Live and have someone upstairs in one room and someone in another thing or whatever. But it's just nice when you're just in a closed connection with each other and you're playing, and it's, you know, it's just in your guys' shit with, and you don't have to worry about internet. So there's almost virtually no lag at all because, you know, you're just system to system to system, and it's just so fun, and it just. It's just a great fucking time to be had. I really, really like that. So that's pretty good. There's a new SpongeBob trailer. I wrote that down in my notes. Different style animation and everything. I don't know why I put it in my notes. I must have seen it, thought it was worthwhile. So yeah, go watch that on YouTube. I got a whole 15 seconds on there. But yeah, that's really kind of all I had as far as that stuff goes. Oh yeah, I had traveling tips, but I talked about that. All right, I'm gonna talk more about the Fallen Order probably with my brothers on another episode or whatever. But I will say, I did finally get a chance to play it, like finally. My brother had it for his PS4, and I went over there over the weekend, kinda. And he brought it downstairs and let me play it in my parents' living room and everything. I mean, and we played it. My PS4, and it was on a 4K TV with HDR. Now I know it's upscale. I don't think he had 4K because he just had a regular PlayStation, but it did have HDR, which is cool, and you could tell a difference. And the TV made it look good, just all around good, and it looked great. And I cannot wait to buy it. But I played the first like little opening area thing, and then did my little deal, whatever, and just instantly loved it. He messaged me, I think last night, and said that he finished it and how good it was, and it's 100% must buy, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. And I just thought it was kind of cool that game takes place 5 years after Revenge of the Sith, and then The Mandalorian takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi. So it's just kind of cool, and I just thought it was weird, but kind of coincidental that both two things that are popular right now in Star Wars happens to take place exactly 5 years after a trilogy, like different trilogies. But yeah, it takes place after Order 66. The Jedis are kind of outlawed and they're hiding. He's been in hiding for 5 years, the Jedi you play. And I really, 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 really liked it. I know it eventually gets harder, more of like a Dark Souls meets Uncharted meets, whatever. So I'm really, really looking forward to getting the fuck down on that shit. Especially over Thanksgiving, I'm gonna play the hell out of it. I don't think it's discounted anywhere, because I know like there's a couple other discounts that are happening, which I'll talk about here soon, but I don't think that's one of them. I'll have to go back over my stuff and see, but all right, let's talk about some free games. More shit from Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Nintendo, the NES game. Okay. So, okay, I got it down. This is gonna be a quick little segment because I'd like to tell you guys about the free shit you can get on your stuff. Now, Nintendo. Okay, Switch people, we have. I'm a Switch owner. We have the deals they have on that store are fucking ridiculous in a good way. I mean, like I bought like 3 games for a penny, not a penny each, but I've bought 3 games from that fucking thing for a penny each. There's been games I bought for 49 cents, $1. Like, there's a ton of cool things on there for super, super cheap, almost to the point. I mean, you buy enough games off there, you get your gold coins, you can turn those to, each coin is a penny. Like, you can get decent stuff on there. Like, this little Pirates game I got for like 50 cents. So fun. But then, of course, we have that big Nintendo, the NES library. Sadly, no Ninja Turtles. But I don't think there's Battletoads either. There might be. Damn. I am so not with information today. I have my Switch right here, too. But then we have that Super Nintendo library. I mean, like, damn, man. Because I was like, alright, you got that whole library. You guys are good for a couple months. Minimum. You guys be good. Look at me. I'm doing my due diligence. Checking my shit. Hey, you get out of here, Stardew Valley. You don't talk to me like that, you son of a bitch. Try to jump back in Stardew Valley like an idiot. She's like, what am I doing? What do I do with the valley? My sister, her boyfriend got her a Switch Lite. So I did get the bonus hidden inside this segment. I got the whole Switch Lite. It's a yellow one. Collar looked great. Granted, it was a little smaller. I have big hands. My sister, obviously smaller hands. Because no one is as ghoulish and ogreish as me. But, yeah, it felt solid, of course, because the Joy-Cons don't come off. But it was a cool option because she's on the go anyway. Tabletop, her boyfriend has the full Switch, so they have 2 Joy-Cons with that, or they can play on his, they can play together. They were playing Stardew Valley multiplayer, having a great blast on it, whatever. It's big enough, the screen's big enough. It is a little bit smaller than the Switch screen, which that kind of sucks. Because I don't see a reason for it having to be smaller for only $100 cheaper. But because if you really think about it, if you want to do tabletop, you have to have separate Joy-Cons. Those are $80. Black Friday, you can get them for $60. We'll talk about that in a second. No, it felt good. It felt solid. It played and looked good. Screen was really good. So I mean, if you have $200, I don't think they're not on sale at all. And even the Switch regulars, I think you can get right now. There's a bundle with Mario Kart, which has been out for a minute, which is only going on sale for like $40. Black Friday, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I don't know. If you think about if you're gonna buy a pair of Joy-Cons and the Switch Lite, that's already $280. And if you can do $300 for the full Switch, which has the option to do tabletop, the 2 Joy-Cons, the dock, can hook it to your TV, because you can't hook this to a TV at all, period. Not even with a special dongle or nothing like that. So, I don't know. I think it should be like $150. Even though this thing does do a lot for $200. It just doesn't, I don't know what, maybe $175? It's just $200 still seems like enough. $150 seems like too cheap. Because you can technically put fucking Witcher on this thing and Skyrim and take it with you and play. On a tiny screen. I don't know if I could do tinier than this. Might be able to. It's only a little bit tinier, but this is the whole reason I opened my whole Switch. Damn, there's a lot of fucking games. And not fucking Battletoads, bro. They did finally put Punch-Out on there, which is one of my all-time favorites. No. Yeah, well, I was right. No Battletoads and no Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You can't play it on your Switch? You can't play it on your Switch? No. I did my due diligence. I got on the system. I checked her out. Anyways, getting back to the whole point I'm talking to you guys. Free games for where's it gonna be at? Oh, it's gonna be in my pictures, my gallery, my screenshots. Do your free games for because that's what you got for your Switch. You guys have enough free games to last you several months. We do. I'm not gonna complain at all, and they're all online. I'm currently beating with a loved one Super Mario World online. And they hit 2-player, and I was just like, okay, you're gonna hit 2-player on there. I mean, that's cool and everything, but I didn't think it actually the 2-player functionality would work with the online server. It does. The 2-player online works perfect with the online. It works great. So I'm currently beating online Super Mario World with someone, which I've never beat that game. I've played all the levels, I've seen them all, but I've never sat and just played and went through the whole fucking game. I've never done that. So yeah, so that's your Switch stuff for a minute. But no, we'll start with PlayStation because there are some games free right now, and I need to search what they are real quick. But the ones for December is what I was trying to get you guys with, and that is going to be they're having Titanfall 2. And Monster Energy presents Supercross, the official video game. That's your PS Plus for December. I think I still have the site. Yeah, I do still have the site up. So those dates, when does that start? Is it just December 1st? Okay, it just looks like it's December 1st. They just do a straight month because they stopped doing PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 3 free games, which... December 3rd. December 3rd to January 6th. You can get Titanfall 2 and Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game. So November's... Oh, okay, cool. So just it says naturally this means you'll still have only a few days left to grab November's PS Plus games, which includes Neo and Outlast 2. And so make sure you download those before December 3rd. And the PSVR owners, December features a limited trial and a double XP week for Firewall 0 Hour. That's just for PlayStation Plus members. The limited free trial will be available, on PlayStation Store December 3rd to December 9th. You can squad up and dive into battle, testing out the latest maps, weapons, and equipment, complete missions, earn rewards, level up a double XP. So that's pretty cool if you have the VR system, which I want to get. But that's your December stuff for PlayStation Plus, and then the rest of your November. As far as Xbox goes, I'm kind of excited about this because there's one game I actually really want to play. It was free for like a weekend, and I played it and really liked it. But we'll start with the ones that are Xbox 360 and Xbox One compatible. That's going to be Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate. Actually, I went backwards. We're still going to do the Xbox 360 and Xbox One compatible. So this is on technically both quote unquote Xboxes. Of course, not the OG Xbox, but Toy Story 3. It's only $10 regular, but I mean it's free. Toy Story 3, so it's whatever. I mean, I'm going to put it on there because never know when have my nephew or niece want to play games. And that's available December 1st through 15th on your Xbox One or Xbox 360. And then Castlevania Lords of Shadow, which I'm excited about because I've never played that one. And I've heard good and bad stuff about it, but for free, fuck it, I want to play it. And it's HD. So it's HD remaster, not remake. But that's available December 16th through the 31st. Available only to Xbox One owners. Insane Robots, whatever that is. That's going to be available December 1st to 31st, so the whole month. But December 16th through January 15th, you're going to be able to get Jurassic World Evolution. That's a $50 game. and that's a really fun game. Think of like a roller coaster tycoon or something, just with Jurassic Park. They've done a couple of Jurassic Park builders. I know they have the mobile game, and that's fun. Just think of this one. This one's really detailed and really fun, and it's got Ian Malcolm in there. It's got the Jeff Goldblum doing some voices. He's pretty much your guy that ties everything, so that's a plus for fucking me. I love that shit. So that's your free games. And you know what? I'm not even gonna segue. Actually, I am, because I want you guys to hear more seconds of Turtles music that I cut off very harshly and then start talking over. But I'm going to talk to you about Black Friday deals. Let's go! I love it. I love the fucking music from my youth. 8-bit music. Music filling my life with hope and meaning. I don't know. Oh my god, fucking lyrics. I'm laughing at myself in the room alone with my dog. That's cool though. He likes it when I sing to him. Or whatever I do. Where my voice goes higher and he wags his tail or he runs away. Anyway. Black Friday deals. Black Friday. Hopefully you've heard this before Black Friday, but fuck it. They usually have the deals go through like the whole weekend. And then we're going to go into something Saturday. Something local, local shopping Saturday or something. Where you're supposed to shop at your local places. And then Cyber Monday, of course. Everyone knows that. So, the deals. Got a lot of screenshots I want to talk to you guys about because I want to talk to you about them because I want to talk to you about them. I know you're all asking what I'm probably going to get. If I can find the money or convince someone to give me or loan me or do something. I'm actually eyeing, because I currently don't have a PlayStation 4 right now. I don't. Oh no, my time is going up. I currently don't have one. I'm just Xbox One, day one, and then my Switch. And then I have two brothers with the PlayStation 4. So I can always end up going over there playing a game or two or whatever, even though they're in Indiana and I'm in Ohio. But this deal is really good. I think it's really good. It's a PS4 Slim. So I think that at least gets you your HDR if you have an HDR-enabled TV. It's a 1 terabyte PS4 Slim. It comes with God of War, which I have started and played a little bit of and had a blast on it. Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete edition. So that's all your DLC, all your stuff, and I've heard great things about that. And then, of course, Last of Us Remastered, which I actually bought with my original PS4 and beat it because I played Last of Us on PS3 and I played the remastered version, and I want to beat that game again. I love that game. The controls, I feel like nothing's wasted in that game. I feel like everything serves a purpose, every mechanic, collecting stuff. I don't feel like I'm wasting any time with it. I love that game. I love that game. And for $200 to get the whole shebang is great. Not to mention, segue to another great PlayStation deal, because those are all exclusives, and that's the main reason I'm going to get PS4 is exclusives, because I'll probably end up buying any third-party games digitally or physically on Xbox, just because I do plan on getting an Xbox One X and a 4K TV, and I'm just not trying to take sides or anything, but everyone I know, everyone I've heard from talk from GameSpot to IGN to Kotaku to everything, they just, because it has true 4K with HDR on Xbox One X instead of the upscaled 4K on PS4 Pro. And even when I play God of War on PS4 Pro on a 4K HDR enabled Sony Bravia, it didn't let me do 4K and HDR for some reason. Like, it had me choose HDR, had me choose 4K for some reason. When the game started, and I was really, really confused by that. I didn't research it too much. I think I ended up choosing HDR. I can't remember. It's been over a year ago. So, but I'm just kind of curious about that. So, but I mean, those are the exclusives I want. Those are the exact games I want. And not to mention, also as a separate deal, you can get, I'm pretty sure it's Best Buy. I know this Slim bundle is at Best Buy, but I'm pretty sure Walmart's also matching it, and then possibly Target, but don't quote me on Target. I know Walmart and Best Buy pretty much have the same specials. But Spider-Man, $15. So for $215, you can get a PS4 Slim with 4 of the best games on the system, bar none, minus, your Persona 5 and stuff. But, I mean, those are 4 games that are amazing, single-player, 30-hour plus games that's worth buying a system for. For $215 to get all that, and a 1 terabyte internal, which means you can actually put all 4 of those fucking games on there. That's a goddamn good deal. I already mentioned the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe thing for Switch. It's in my little screenshot. I figured I'd mention it. It's just a repeat from last Black Friday. Now going over, if I had my 4K TV, this might be where I'd actually be going with my money. But since I don't have a PlayStation at all, and I don't have the 4K TV, so I'm not worried about the Pro. I'm not worried about the X right now because I don't have the damn TV yet. And I'm gonna get the TV first because I have a 4K Roku, so I will be able to at least watch my Netflix and YouTube and stuff in 4K. So once I get the TV, I'll go to the X and go to the Pro, and then eventually go to the 5 and then the Scarlet. But for anyone who has all the systems and does have a 4K TV and wants fucking Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Xbox One X 1 terabyte with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Deluxe Edition, 3 months of Xbox Live Gold, and a $30 e-gift card is only $350. And that's going to be at Best Buy. That's fucking killer. Your $30 will get you, okay, it's $1 right now for 3 months of Game Pass. So you really don't have to use the Xbox Live Gold, but use it because that'll add to it. So you'll get your 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate for $1, which you can use your e-gift card for. Here's the thing. You can tack on that 3 months you get with the system and pay another $1 and upgrade that 3 months to Game Pass Ultimate. So you're going to get 6 months of Game Pass Ultimate with this bundle for a fucking $1. So $350, you get that game, which is a amazing game. And then with Game Pass Ultimate and your Xbox Live stuff, you're going to get over 100 to 150 games, all exclusives. Like a ton of shit, and an Xbox One X for $350. That system alone is $500 with nothing added on it. And you're getting a brand spanking new game. So that should be $410 right there before tax. Not to mention $30 free. So you're looking at already that should be a $560. That's $590. Look at that. That's a $600+ deal because your 3 months of Xbox Live Gold, if you really would break it down, is $10 a month. So, or 12 a month, whatever they went to, $10 a month or something like that. You're looking at over that's almost half, because you're going to be over $600 if you buy that shit separately. So that's a hell of a great deal. They're also doing an Xbox One X Gears 5 limited edition console with a special controller. Xbox One X just regular Gears 5. Because the Xbox One X Gears 5 is the console plus controller. That's not $350. Actually, I need to click on it. See that. Xbox One X Gears 5 bundle, where you just get the game. I think that's $350. And then the Xbox One X NBA 2K20 bundle. But I don't know if I'd do that because, like I said, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is not discounted from anything I've heard. So this is a way to get that game discounted. But 2K20 is discounted, and Gears 5 comes pretty much free with every Xbox, because if you get Game Pass free with it for at least a month. I know a month, 3 months of it right now is $1, and you can get every single Gears for that. So that's a hell of a fucking deal. They do have, if you're not worried about the Xbox One X, and I know they have the the Xbox One S 1 terabyte with NBA 2K20 for $200. Now they do have the Xbox One SAD, which is the Xbox One S All Digital Edition, which has no optical drive. That means there's no CD drive. So no 4K Blu-rays, No physical copies of games whatsoever. I mean, if you're totally streaming anyway, and you don't even care about DVDs, Blu-rays, or 4K Blu-rays, it's not about $150, and it comes with, which is kind of weird, Minecraft, Sea of Thieves, and Fortnite, which are all free. Sea of Thieves and Minecraft free with Game Pass, Fortnite free, period. But you can get a brand new Xbox One S, which does support 4K upscale like the PS4 Pro, because the X is the only one that does true 4K, for $150. So that's not horrible. But I don't know, man. My brother has a great 4K Blu-ray collection, and I have a great Blu-ray DVD collection. And, if my internet goes down or something, which it never has, but you never know. Maybe I'm poor one week. I want to be able to watch stuff on my system. You know what I mean? So, be able to buy that shit. Because I like buying the physical version because you get the digital one for free anyway. So, it's just like, and if you want to go to a friend's house and just take it with you, it's great. You only need internet. So, but there's that deal. That deal with PlayStation is great for $200, but they also have the PSVR Mega Bundle with camera and 5 games. Now, there's no controller. I don't see the controllers on here. But $200 gives you the camera, the VR headset, everybody's Golf VR, Resident Evil 7 VR, Astrobot, I've not heard of that one, Skyrim VR, and then PlayStation Worlds VR, which is pretty good. I mean, it's 5 games, even though the games are some of them are discounted. The Batman games, I think like $20, $30. I'm not sure what Skyrim is. Well, that's not too bad, but all PS4 bundles will be $100 off. So there's one with the PS4, you get the PSVR camera, 2 Move controllers, of course the headset, Everybody's Golf, and Blood and Truth for $250. So that's kind of almost a better deal because you get the controllers, and those are kind of up there. They do have one also I think it's $250, but or it might be $200 actually, because it's PSVR, and it just comes with the headset, the camera, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Trevor Saves the Universe, which that's coming to Xbox. I'm not sure how they're going to do that since they announced they're not really doing VR with Scarlet or anything, but I think that's only like $200 or so that's not too bad. So I really want to get the VR stuff because it looks really cool to me. The PSVR with cameras, $200 also. With Five Nights at Freddy and Trover Saves Universe, which I don't know. That seems like a better pack. I feel like Five Nights and Trover's more money than the other games, but I'm not sure. Like I said earlier, Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, either the original neons or the original grays, they're only $60 at Best Buy instead of $80. That's not too bad. I need to get new Joy-Cons anyway. I screenshotted this Power A, which they make the wired Pro controllers for Xbox or for Switch. They're usually $25, and they have really cool designs for Zelda, Mario, and Pokemon. I'm looking at the Zelda one right now. It's only $15. Super fucking stoked for that because I think I'm going to pick one up just to have an extra controller on me. Because I do have a Pro controller. It's at a friend's house right now, so I'm trying to get that back because that motherfucker was like $70, and I love it. But this would be nice too, just to plug in, because it has a pretty long cable, just to plug in somewhere, or if I want a second player, someone can plug into the dock and we can pop it on the TV and both can play Diablo or something, because I love my Diablo, but I know it's always a hassle. I think my friends would rather deal with the cable rather than deal with the tiny Joy-Cons, to be honest with you. So for $15, I'm going to, pick it up, because then if I lose it, break it, whatever, it's only $15, and it's a really cool controller, so it's whatever. I actually don't know if it hooks up through USB-C or the regular USB connection. It'd be cool if it's USB-C, because as far as I know, there's no USB on the system itself. So if I was doing tabletop, I couldn't do it. It'd only be if it's docked. Regardless, $15, I might bring it up just in case, I need an extra one. If I don't, fuck, I'll go sell it at GameStop, get my money back, probably get $10 out of it. But they got a really cool Zelda and Mario and Pokemon themed ones for $15. Then they have the Pokeball Plus controller from $50 down to $20. It's only 20 now. It doesn't play, as far as I know, with the new Pokemon Sword and Shield. It does play with Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee, which I still want to play if it does the super fun games. But it also plays. Remember, it connects to Pokemon Go, so that's free on your phone, and it's $20, and like it auto spins your little Pokestops and everything, which is really cool. And so for $20, I think I'm gonna try to pick one of those up. That's also at Best Buy. GameStop was doing a lot of Best Buy stuff, or GameSpot was doing a lot of Best Buy stuff. But Walmart's also doing that Slim Bundle, and just so you guys know, and they also do have Marvel Spider-Man for just $15, so that's also really great. That's a great fucking deal. IGN, what they were saying, the best deals right now is they do have a PS4 Pro 1 terabyte Call of Duty bundle, which is $299. They have a PS4 Slim bundle, like I told you about, for $199, which is $200. The Xbox One X Star Wars. You can get just a straight PS4 Pro 1 terabyte for $299, but why wouldn't you just get the PS4 Pro 1 terabyte with Call of Duty for the same price? Now, I'm going to pick this up just because I want to play it. I know. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Walmart. It's going to be $38. And it says live now, probably on the website. It wasn't on there when I checked on the website, but I know you can go in there, and the games are usually over in the produce section on Black Friday, which is kind of weird. That they also have that PS4 or PSVR bundle with 5 games for $200. They do have a Sega Genesis Mini with 2 6-button controllers for $81.09. And then they have the Mario Kart Switch for $300, but they also have the latest model Nintendo Switch, which is, I think the Mario Kart one isn't the latest model Nintendo Switch. I've talked about this a couple episodes ago, where there's a new, not really announced, but people know about it, a new model that came out of the Nintendo Switch that's still the same dimensions, everything, but they put a different processor in it. That gets you better battery, like significantly, like over doubles your battery power, which makes this better battery than the new Nintendo Switch Lite even. So we're talking minimum like 9 hours. And I think the Switch Lite was like minimum 7 hours. It's like, no, this is better. So the Nintendo Switch latest model with Spyro Reignited Trilogy for $299. That's not bad. Spyro's a fun game, and I've heard the remake of that's totally good. Remaster. I think it's totally remake, but that's a great deal. And those are some of the best deals I found. I know there's more out there and more that's going to be announced or whatever, but those are the big ones. They're kind of starting to be where every place is doing the same ones with the system bundles and all that kind of stuff or whatever. And I know Walmart was even doing like a ton of like Blu-rays for like $3-4, and I was gonna great deals on those. And they had a couple other games. Like I said, Call of Duty's pretty cheap. Spider-Man was real cheap. Those are the ones that jumped out at me. There's a bunch more on there. So if you go on the Walmart app or just go to bestbuy.com, those are two of the main places I usually go. They're really organized and kind of have their shit together, so I really, really like it. So, I've talked for 17 and a half minutes, but I hope you guys got some information out of that, so you can better make sense of it. Maybe I told you about a deal you didn't know. Maybe you guys already looked it up. You probably already looked it up, seeing as how technically tomorrow night's going to start Black Friday, but I'm glad I could talk with you guys about it. Here's some more Ninja Turtle music. Alrighty, guys. Oh, that music. The pings and the bongs and the pling plongs and the big bakes and the boops and the beep bops. Love it. Oh, that's not the actual turtle song, but it's the intro to the song on Nintendo. I don't know why they didn't just do maybe 8-bit couldn't handle the complexity that is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song. But still, I hear this and I just think turtles. So, well, guys, I'm gonna go and get excited for the next episode of The Mandalorian, because Baby Yoda is life, and I'd lay my life on the line for that Baby Yoda. Hopefully, some toys come out, because I would totally buy a plushie or a keychain or something. I know there's shirts. I think they just say the child, or maybe just the Mandalorian on Amazon, and they're official merch. But I don't know. Baby Yoda's ruin everything. That's what we talked about today in between the commercials of the show we did today, so that was fun. But hey, I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm probably going to record extra stuff or whatever, so I hope you guys take a listen and everything. And please drive safe as much as you can. I hope you guys have a good traveling. Thanksgiving, good traveling, I don't know. Good travels. So, all right, guys. Thanks you for listening. Hopefully going to do a bonus episode. And don't forget, this is the only podcast where you can get the power up and win the game.